Hi all, welcome back to Soul's Journey. Maureen here, and today is a rainy, gray, cold Saturday, so lacking the will to do much of anything else. I'm going to do a video that was requested by someone, and that being badly done indie decks. That said, one caveat here is both of these were eBay purchases many years ago, and I would say 99.99% sure this is not available anymore, and you'll see why. This one I'm not too sure about. It may be, but we'll get to that. Let's start with this, in this intriguing little tin that it came in. It's actually a pretty good sized tin. And that's all well and good. And then it was also in this nice little bag, which is, you know, cute, but so here are the actual cards. This is the Tarot Film Noir by someone named Dore Mullen. And apart from the poor reproduction and processing, shall we call it, I have to believe there are copyrights being violated in this thing. So I got it and I looked through it and I stuck it on the shelf, and I haven't touched it in probably 10 years. So it does come with, it describes who all is in the deck, who's who, and you can see these were apparently like cut by hand. This person had apparently never even heard of paper cutter. I mean, look how bad this is. They're all like different size and just uneven, and it's just laminated. It's like somebody printed it off their home printer and just literally put those slick lamination sheets, you know, ran it through laminator. So I'm going to keep this handy so we can see who's who as we go through. Zoom in a little. It's kind of a, you know, a fun concept, but again, copyright issues and really, really poor copying. And it looks like somebody just Xeroxed pictures out of a magazine or something. And I mean, they're not even that good. I can't even imagine how it got this bad. So the Fool is William Holden from Sunset Boulevard. The Magician, Tyrone Power in Nightmare Alley. You know, you can just, they rounded the corners, but clearly it was all done by hand. And don't even ask how much I paid for this. I haven't got a clue at this point. And my eBay records don't go back this far. Excuse me. So the High Priestess is Jane Greer in Out of the Past. The Empress, interestingly, is Joan Crawford in Mildred Pierce. And this guy, of course, needs no introduction, Humphrey Bogart. Picture taken from The Big Sleep. Number 5 is Edward G. Robinson in The Night Has 1,000 Eyes. Come on. And I'm going to pause for just a second and go get my tea. Alrighty, so we're back. So the Lovers is Dennis O'Keefe, Marcia Hunt, and Claire Trevor in Raw Deal. Oops. You can see somebody's up here on the staircase watching the other two. And let's see, next card, the Chariot. Oops, get this thing out of the way. Is Sterling Hayden in the Asphalt Jungle. So film noir buffs may be able to ID these people more easily than I can. Justice. This is, what is this? Richard Conte in New York Confidential. So I guess he's followed the Tarot de Marseille numbering system. The Hermit is, believe it or not, that is Robert Mitchum from Out of the Past. And Wheel of Fortune is Dick Powell in Murder My Sweet with Ray Milland and Maureen O'Sullivan. Yeah, that lamination is just, I mean, it's just the old school glossy laminate. Strength is Ava Gardner and Burt Lancaster in The Killers. The Hanged Man is James Mason in Odd Man Out. Not that you could tell from this picture. I mean, it's just really unbelievable. 13, Death. Dana Andrews in Where the Sidewalk Ends. (14) Temperance. Ian Keith in Nightmare Alley. 15, The Devil, Peter Lorre from The Maltese Falcon. He does not identify, oh yeah, James Cagney. Really? Maybe that's Cagney. White Heat, Gene Hagen from The Asphalt Jungle, Edmund O'Brien in DOA. Okay, the Tower is Charles Corvin in The Killer That Stalked New York. And of course the star is Rita Hayworth in Gilda. That one I did actually know. I'm not sure who this other person is. Oh, Gloria Swanson in Sunset Boulevard. I'm not sure what she's doing there. Why you put two people. The Moon. Dana Clark and Gail Russell in Moonrise. Okay. And of course, Barbara Stanwyck in Double Indemnity as the Sun. Interesting. And one of my favorite quotes by Barbara Stanwyck, I forget where she said this. I think she was telling somebody, I don't think it was in a movie, I think she was just talking to somebody. And she said, "Don't underestimate me. I'm a tough broad from Brooklyn." Okay, so Judgment is James Stewart and Kim Novak in Vertigo. I will take his word for that. And it's obviously the Golden Gate Bridge in the background there. And 21 The World is Rita Hayworth again from Gilda. So, these terrible cards. I mean, look how they're cut like they're not even close. It's just really awful. So, production problems aside, I still think there are probably copyright issues with this deck. So I don't know if he pulled it of his own accord or was forced to do so. And then this, let's zoom back out a little bit, another eBay find. And it looked absolutely gorgeous online. And in fact, the art is very nice. But again, it's that old-fashioned lamination. This, I don't even remember what this is called. It did come with a little, now it's padded, came with a little organza bag, which I'd forgotten about. Oh, creator's name, here's their card. I think she's in Australia, Victoria. I don't know if this is still being sold. It's got a little, oh, it's called Revelation Tarot. But again, we have just sheets of lamination. It's not even trimmed. They are curved. And it's a real shame too, because as you can see, the art's actually kind of interesting. Fool, where we all begin. Magician. High Priestess. It's a very interesting technique where they've kind of scratched on the black paper, or I forget what they call it. I'm not an artist, so. Empress. Now it's possible, you can see the backs, which are kind of incongruous with the black and white, but I got here the Emperor. Yeah. There's the Hierophant. The Lovers. And bowing is just like, oh my God. Chariot. I guess I could try trimming them down, but I'm always afraid if you do that, the laminate, it's just going to come apart. Because, you know, you always have that little bit right next to the edge that's not quite sealed. Excuse me. Talking too much again. Strength. The Hermit. This is the card that I think I saw online. It was kind of advertised, and I thought, oh, that is so cool. And it's nice. It's, you know, like I said, the art's not bad, but it's just this lamination. It makes it like, I don't know if it was never intended to be read with, maybe. Just, you know, pull a card and meditate on it for the day. Not even sure what I'm looking at here. Justice. Hanged Man. Death. Temperance. Devil. Let go. Tower. Star. The Sun. Judgment. Oops. Have I gotten ahead of myself? Yes, that's the Sun. So what I do? Okay, that's the Moon. Star. Okay, never mind, sorry. You can tell how much time I've actually spent looking at this thing. There's Judgment. Oh, God. And the World. Well, that's it. So both of these are just majors only decks. Hopefully if this one's still being sold, she's figured out how to do a better job with it, because that is just horrendous. It has something to do with yoga. She tied it in with yoga. Introduction to the tarot, the cards. I haven't even read the book. I was so disgusted when the cards showed up in this condition, and I just put it on the shelf and never looked at it again. So those are the two worst indie decks I have ever bought. Both good concepts, poor execution. And like I said, this one I know was still being sold on eBay for a while. This one I'm pretty sure is long gone. So anyway, thought that was kind of interesting to show you, because not all indie decks are created equal. And hopefully people have figured out better ways to do things. So thanks for watching. If you have any of your own that were terrible disappointments when you got them, please chime in the comments, or do a VR, bad indie decks maybe. I'll stick a hashtag on it and we can all commiserate about decks that we kind of feel like we got suckered on. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon, and blessed be.